Welcome, Collective, to your daily reading. So we are following the Norse mythology tarot at the moment. We're continuing with this deck, which is I'm really loving it. So on the bottom of the deck, we have Hoda. So Hoda is known as the sacrifice. Hoda is Balder's blind brother, the one who, deceived by Loki, delivers the fatal blow. He is a symbol of broken balance and the need to find it again. Hoda represents the search for inner harmony, the fusion of opposites, the patience that heals. Themes are around balance, healing, harmony. Hoda invites you to mix your conflicting parts to find the middle way. Transformation requires time and grace. So that's the shadow of the deck. That's on the bottom of the deck today, Hoda. And he is like equivalent to your Hanged Man, I think. Hanged Man. Actually, no, he would be equivalent to Temperance. The first card we have is Othalin. So it's the number 10 rune. So in this deck, unfortunately, the runes only go to 11. So it's the Drotten of Vitki, rune of inheritance, home, family, and spiritual roots. Othalin embodies the connection with what has shaped you, culture, ancestors, handed down values. It is the profound stability that comes from belonging, symbolizing identity, protection, ancient wisdom. Othalin helps you recognize what is yours to preserve and transmit. So the cards we have linking here to Othalin is Sutta in the center and the Gungnir in that line here. We have Eowaz and Conan, and we have Berserker and Mjolnir. So we've got a really powerful reading again. I think it's this Aries energy coming through. I'm feeling it with this deck and at the moment with the solar transit. So the second card we have, which is our crowning card, is Eowaz, which is number 6 of Vitki, representing defense, death, and rebirth, resistance, transformation, spiritual protection. Helps you overcome difficult times with inner strength. So I'm guessing it's a difficult time. I mean, what's going on in the world at the moment, it's hard not to be. There's a lot of intense energies around. Today we do have Surt as the central card as well, which I'll get to. But yeah, I mean, he's a bit of a baddie. So having him as the central figure here is, yeah, pretty intense. The next card we have is Conan. So Conan is number 5 rune, the symbol of fire and transformation through pain. Transformation, revelation, growth through difficulties. Conan indicates a moment of profound change. So it's really powerful. Okay. We've also got today, which is interesting because the last 2 readings that I've done for you have not had any of the orange suit. So the orange suit is actually the suit of fire, and it's the suit of Ulfbert, and it represents the suit of Ulfbert. Fire is made of legendary steel and untamed flames. Its cards tell of mythical swords, internal battles, and burning choices. Ulfbert is the will that acts, the strength that conquers, the instinct that breaks the weight. But fire, if not controlled, also burns those who carry it. This suit speaks of action, courage, creative destruction, and personal power. And so today we actually have 5 cards from the orange suit today, even though the last 2 days we haven't had. So I mean, obviously, like, the sun is definitely in True Sky Aries now and getting stronger, so I wonder if it's bringing more of this fiery energy in today too. Also, I think the sun would be squaring the moon. The moon's in Cancer today, so there's a challenge there too between the sun and the moon. So this card is the Berserker. So it's the Hersia of Ulfbert, warrior in a trance, possessed by divine fury. The Berserker is the blind fury that does not wait, the overwhelming and courageous energy that sweeps away fear, but also lucidity. Representing instinct, absolute courage, action without limits. The Berserker pushes you to act with all of yourself. It's time to launch yourself, even without guarantees. So yeah, that's a really intense energy. Linking it with the Othalan too. So it's like a fight for the homeland, fight for your values, fight for your traditions, that kind of energy there with your Othalan. The next card we have is Surt, and he's also in the Ulfbert cards. So he is number 11, which is the final card in this suit. So he's the Jarl. So the fire giant, the one who will start Ragnarok with his flaming sword. Surtur is the cosmic fire, inevitable destruction, but also the principle of rebirth, symbolizing overwhelming power, total transformation, command. Surtur pushes you to lead decisively and to accept destruction as a passage. So yeah, that is a really powerful card to have as the center of the reading here. And interestingly, that yesterday we had the Ragnarok and the Yellow Horn as well. So wow, powerful. The next card we have is the Dainsleif, which is the 8 of Ulfbert. Sword of King Hognathat. I could be pronouncing that wrong. Or Hugnathat. Cannot be drawn without killing. So representing point of no return, fatal choice, final act. Dainsleif is the last word. Act, but accept the consequences. Wow, oh my goodness. Because then we had this card of wisdom above it. So it's saying be wise about your actions. The time to act is now, but you need to be wise. Use your wisdom to act now. Wow. Okay, the next one we have, the bottom corner, is Mjolnir. And this is also the suit of Ulfbert. It is, however, number 7. Thor's hammer defends order and crushes chaos. Now, this is a nice protective energy, especially to have with the Berserker, I think, because the Berserker's a little bit wild. So symbolizing protection, moral strength, active justice. Mjolnir gives you the power to defend what matters. So that's lovely. So obviously fighting for what matters, and especially in regarding this like ancestral heritage, and that is so important at the moment. Okay, the bottom of the matter card we have is Sif. We had her in our first reading. She was on the side of the main card, so she's in the main line now. She's actually moved in. And so Sif is number 10 of Fi. So she is the Sjaldemir of Fi, the goddess of fertility and the earth, symbol of harvest and natural cycles, and the wife of Thor. So interesting, we have the Mjolnir next to her. Yes, Sif embodies the harmony between man and nature, that wealth that comes from respecting natural rhythms, symbolizing balance, nourishment, stable abundance. Sif invites you to respect times and cycles to obtain lasting results. Interesting. So she's the bottom of the... I feel like she's got a really protective energy here with this cert, and I'm glad the Mjolnir is here with the cert as well, and even the Kina, the kind of with the wisdom, you know, and the sword. So we're kind of like making that final cut. But yeah, so the last one we have is the Gungnir, which is also in the suit of Ulfbert. However, it's number 4. Number 4 is Odin's spear, infallible and full of divine will, symbolizing precision, authority, direction. Gungnir invites you to strike with clarity and purpose. Wow, so there's serious action with the 2 weapons here. Yeah. Okay, the cards I'm going to clarify with today are the Pagan Otherworlds. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Swords, which is a card of conflict. So yeah, the shadow of the deck is to do with conflict. And when we also had Hoda as well. Interesting. Balder's brother. Okay, so the first... I'll just lay these out for you. Okay, so to clarify the Otharlan, we have the King of Wands. So there could be someone that has this ancestral inheritance. This King of Wands could be holding this, or they could be heavily involved in this. So we're talking, could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, and they could be, being the king, they should be like over mid-30s, that kind of age range. For Eowaz, we have the 10 of Wands. So this card represents overwhelmment, like being overwhelmed. Everything's too much. You've been working really hard and putting all this effort into something, and you're not really seeing the results. However, I mean, that energy is shifting, so it won't be like that forever. However, that might be where you're feeling at the moment. At least Eowaz does offer some protection there, though. So it's not, that's not all negative, that one. And then for Conan, we have the Hanged Man, which does represent some kind of sacrifice that's needed and a going within period to retrieve some higher wisdom. And interesting, because the Conan is to do with knowledge, so you really need to go within and spend some time alone and try and meditate on what it is you've got to do, because there's a lot of action cards here, and you want to be precise about what you're doing. So for the Berserker, the clarifying card is the 3 of Swords, so this is the card of heartbreak. So I'm not sure if someone has like gone berserker on you or something, if there's like an energy of like someone just, you know, being like a warrior with your heart, basically. That's what I'm getting the feeling, that, you know, you're feeling quite brokenhearted. Someone has been too rough with you, basically. And then for cert, to clarify, we have the Seven of Swords. Sorry, so we've got a few swords here. And this is a card of potential deceit and trickery. So it does suggest that you may need to be creative to get through this period, and that you might need to use strategy and forethought and foresight to like disarm your opponent. So that's interesting, because Cert is definitely like quite a powerful, I mean, he's literally bringing on Ragnarok. So this is a really intense reading. But yeah, you using creativity and thinking ahead can help you. And then to clarify the Dainsleif, which was about the final act, you know, it was like the sword can't be pulled without killing someone. So you have to be really, you know, accurate in what you're doing. We have the Knight of Swords. Like, what a combination we have here. Sorry, it's a little bit exciting for me. But yeah, that's just amazing. So the Knight of Swords is often a younger man. He can be like late teens to like mid 30s, that kind of age range. Often he is very sharp-minded. Yeah, so very witty and sharp and, you know, intellectual. However, he can also represent a message. So someone could be coming with a message for you as well. You could be receiving some kind of news. And it could be like a final blow of something that is going on here. Okay, so for Mjolnir, we have the Hermit. So Mjolnir was all about like protection, which I think we really need here. And then the Hermit is about seeking that inner wisdom as well, similar to the Hanged Man. However, it's not so much about sacrifice, but it definitely is about retreating and isolating yourself and going away for a while. Doesn't mean you have to do that, obviously, forever. But that actually could be a really protective strategy here for you with the Mjolnir, to try to become the hermit, go into hermit mode, you know. So not over socializing, not doing a lot of, you know, external activities, and trying to retreat and meditate and, you know, gather your thoughts and things. So to clarify, Sif, beautiful combination. Oh my goodness. We have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is your feminine, you know, over 35, kind of like older, but still potentially fertile queen who is of the fire element. So she's very warm-natured. She could be Aries, Leo, or Sag, or have placements that are strongly linked to those signs. Some regard her as being like the witch of the tarot. So she has very good manifesting powers. She's very creative and lots of fun, that kind of energy. So for the Gungnir, we have, oh my goodness. So that was similar to the Dainsleif as well. So that's Odin's spear. We have the Fool. So there is a new beginning here on this level with the Gungnir. And so the Gungnir was about precision, authority, direction, invites you to strike with clarity and purpose. It's an infallible weapon full of divine will. So we've got the Fool coming in. We have a new cycle. The next cards here are Howard the Lenormand. So we have the Mountain on the bottom of the deck, which signifies big things happening. We have the Dog, and this is for our Iwas and the burdens. So that can represent friendship. So I'm not sure if there's some friendship or even a lack of friendship that might be a burden at this time, but maybe also protective. For the Central Cert and the Seven of Wands, we have the Home. So this situation could be linked with your home, with a home, something linking here with home. And then for the Sif with the Queen of Wands, we have the Bear. So the Bear also signifies something big coming in. So this is big. We have the Mountain, we have the Bear, something really big coming in. The next cards we have are the Kipper. And on the bottom we have journey. So is there a journey going on here? Maybe there might be some kind of journey. First card we have is courtship. Okay, so this is a courtship with a friend maybe. Well, there's a friend energy there. But it's a burden. There was that burden energy too. Okay, this one we have the family room, and this is to confirm the home. We've got the family room, the home. Oh my goodness, with cert and yeah, 7 of Wands, and then we have message of concern. So the message of concern is around this Queen of Wands Sieve, and the bear. Big message of concern for this Queen of Wands about a family room, a home, and a courtship with a friend. The last cards I want to pull from today are the wilder ones. On the bottom we have a chance of treasure, prepare to dive. The deeper I go, the more I see and the more I know. First card we have is an unexpected happiness. My path is smooth and filled with joyous surprises. Pollinating abundance. I'm grateful for my bounty. Big changes, endings, and exciting beginnings. Life is full of unplanned wonder. I'm ready for something new. Interesting. So there's some new energy here. So this card did fall out of the deck as well, so it might be relevant. Love and romance are all around you. I love and appreciate myself. So that's a great card for like self-care and that kind of thing. So yeah, so today is an interesting day because the Venus-Uranus conjunction in true sky Taurus is exact today. So there could be like new love, because Uranus is about like spontaneous things, things coming out of the blue. You know, it's like a lightning bolt, you know, it has that kind of energy. It's a very Aquarian energy. And then with the Venus and the Taurus energy being more kind of romantic and that kind of thing. So you might even meet someone today, depending on how it's aspected in your chart or whatever. It could just be like a fling or something that's not long term. But yeah, there is that energy. So that is interesting. We're here talking about big changes, endings, and exciting beginnings. And then this one, the central one, was talking about abundance and unexpected happiness. Yeah, so there is some of that Uranus kind of energy there, and the Venus as well. I hope you're doing really well at this time, and I hope this reading resonated with you. I would say that it is timeless reading, even though I'm following the True Sky journey through the year and everything. Whenever it finds you, I would say that it, if it resonates, then, you know, take what you need and leave the rest. Oh, actually, I forgot we have more cards. Interesting. Wow. Okay. So, we've got the rune cards, the Norwegian wooden runes. So on the bottom we have Kenaz. So we had Kenaz in our top corner. So now we have okay, righto. So that's about a journey. We did have another journey card too. So there's a journey here. The central card we have Anzus, which is very much linked with Odin. And then we have Thursaz, which is very much linked with Thor, so which is interesting because we literally have Thor, and then on the first card we have Sif, which is his wife, and then here on this side we have the Mjolnir. And then also with Odin we have, because we didn't pull Odin today, but we did the last two readings, we do have his spear. So that's really interesting and quite protective. Obviously having Surt is a little bit, you know, disarming, but having Odin and Thor here is very protective. Yeah, so the true sky at the moment, we have the sun in Aries, the moon in Cancer, and it's only like early Cancer here, however, yeah, moon in Cancer, and then we still have a lot going on in Pisces and the north nodes in Aquarius, and yeah, all the other stuff's pretty much, yeah, the same. The conjunction with Venus and Uranus is exact today. So I'll be back again with another reading. I hope that you're all doing well, and if you could like, comment and subscribe if this resonated in any way or you got any benefit from it, that would be amazing. And I'll be back again soon. Bye.